Let's talk about conjugation. Now, I am going to conjugate two very important verbs in French. We have two important, very primordial, très important. If you don't know how to conjugate these two verbs in French, then you will not know French. Now, what are the two verbs in French? Number one is être. I hope you can see it here on your screen. Is être. That is the number one verb. Number two, we have avoir. Être, avoir. I'll also be talking about pronunciation of French words, don't worry about it. Être, avoir. Être, avoir. Those two verbs are very important in French, and if you do not know how to conjugate these two verbs in French, then that means your French journey is going to be very difficult. And it's where most of the tutors always start. We always start with conjugating these two verbs. Why? Être means to be. Avoir means to have. A day cannot pass by without you saying, I have this, I have that. A day cannot pass by without you saying, I am this, I am that. I am tired, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. So that is where you use être. Conjugation simply means, for example, in English, I will say, I dance. The dance, the way the dance is written, that is what we call conjugation. I dance. You dance. He dances. As you can see now, he dances. The dance, the way it is, dance, dance, dances. That is what we call conjugation. Now, in French, how do I deal with être and avoir? C'est parti. Let's start. Now, être, conjugating it, number one, to present tense. I am conjugating être to present tense. If I talk very fast now, you can also tell me, okay, let me go slow on this. Être in present tense. How do I say I am, you are, he is, she is, we are, you are, and then finally we have they are. That is what I'm going to do. So we have je suis, I am, je suis. And when I'm saying it, I can add a name in front because, for example, I say je suis Ian French. I am Ian French. Je suis Ian French, okay? Je suis Ian French. Je suis Ian French. So you can also say je suis and add your name. Je suis. That is another way of saying or introducing yourself, saying your name. Je suis, you say your name. I am. And then we have number two, tu es. Now you are. Tu es. Tu es. Get the pronunciation right. Tu es. Tu es. Tu es. You are. And then we have il, elle, or on est. Il est. Elle est. On est. So il est, elle est, on est. He is, she is, one is. I already did a video that was talking about les pronoms personnels. Go and look at the video of pronouns in French. The je, tu, all that. That is how we conjugate the verbs using the pronouns, okay? Now we go to the plural side. Nous sommes. Nous sommes. Nous sommes. Nous sommes. Then we have vous êtes. Vous êtes. Vous êtes. You are. Vous êtes. Vous êtes. You try repeating after me so that you get the pronunciation right also. And then we have ils sont. Ils sont, au pluriel. So now the il is with the s at the end. Ils sont. Ils sont. And then we also have elles sont for femina. Elles sont. They are. Elles sont. Ils sont. When you conjugate être in present tense, it is also going to help us to conjugate other verbs in past tense, especially les verbes de mouvement, the verbs that are usually used in motion. We are going to use être to conjugate it in past tense. So when we'll be talking about past tense, passé composé in French, then we shall come back to être in present tense. We shall be taking a look at that as we advance with our French journey, don't worry. So for now, know how to conjugate être in present tense. It is going to be essential when we are going to conjugate other verbs in past tense. That is why I say it is important. So which means if you don't know how to conjugate these two verbs in French, then you cannot speak anything in French in past tense, in passé composé. That is why it is very, very important for you to know how to conjugate them. Now, let's go to avoir. Avoir. J'ai. I have. J'ai. As you can see, it's J-A-I. So it is G-A-I. Apostrophe. That is how it's written also. Don't get it wrong. J'ai. Pronunciation. J'ai. And then tu as. Tu as. Tu as. You have. And then il a. Il a. Or elle a. Elle a. Or on a. Or on a. He has. She has. Okay. So it is I have, you have, he has. That is the has, have is the conjugation. So j'ai, and it has an apostrophe because we have eliminated the e, cancelled. We replace it with an apostrophe. So j'ai, tu as, and then il a, elle a, on a. That is the singular. And then the plural part now. Plural part we have nous avons. Nous avons, we have, nous avons. Vous avez, we have vous avez, you have, now in plural. I already talked about how you can use tu and vous. Go check out the video. If not, you can also comment down below so I do another one for you. Vous avez. We have ils ont, they have, for male, masculine. And then we have elles ont, they have, elles ont for feminine. That is exactly how you will conjugate the verb être and avoir in present tense. I think next time now we shall be looking at things, or how do you now put this one in statements, because I have said I have and I have said I am. How do I put all that in statements? I'm going to give you les cas où on peut utiliser être et avoir dans les phrases ou bien sûr dans les situations réelles de la vie. So we are going to use these ones in a situation, so it's going to be easier for you to form sentences in French using être and avoir. Ciao, je m'appelle votre professeur de français, Monsieur Yann French, and if you have not enrolled for my French online classes, kindly do so. Get your slot secured, get your timeline secured. If you're working, then we'll be able to organize that as from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. African time. It depends with where you are. If you are outside the country or outside Kenya, it's okay. The classes can still be done. Ciao et bonne journée.